Good morning, children. Today we will discuss hardness of water. First of all, we must know what is the hard water. The hard water is that which does not produce lather with the soap. That is known as hard water. Opposite to this, soft water can produce lather with the soap. Now, what is the chemistry behind this producing or not producing lather? When hard water reacts with soap molecule, this is the soap molecule. Soap molecule is the sodium salt of the higher fatty acid. This is the soap molecule. Soap molecule, ये hydrogen hydrocarbon. This sodium salt of higher fatty acid is the soap. When soap molecule react with calcium and magnesium, hardness is due to the presence of the calcium and magnesium ions, soluble salts of calcium and magnesium. It react with calcium oblique magnesium. It forms the higher fatty acid of the scum is insoluble in nature and it is sticky. So it stick to the fabrics of the cloth and it does not produce the leather with the soap. Now, region of the hardness. First, a type of the hardness. There are two types of the hardness. Number one, temporary hardness, and number two, permanent hardness. Temporary hardness is due to the presence of the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. But permanent hardness is due to the presence of the chloride and the calcium and the magnesium. Now what is the difference between them? Temporary hardness can be removed by the simple boiling, but permanent hardness cannot be removed by the boiling. It is removed by the some chemical methods. Disadvantages of the using hard water. If we use hard water, there are so many disadvantages. It affects our body, our health. Sometimes if we drink hard water, this is not pleasant in taste. Number two, if we have the stone formation tendency in our body, it can form the calcium and magnesium oxalates. They are responsible for the stone formation in the kidney. Then it is not suitable for the washing and the bathing. Hard water is not suitable for washing because it reacts with the soap molecules and a lot of soap is wasted in the form of the scum. So more soap is used and cleaning is also not effective. Next, for drinking and cooking, in cooking, the point of the hard water is higher. So it produces trouble. It also bad effect on the digestive system. Next, industrial problem. Hard water is responsible for many industrial problems. That is the boiler trouble. These problems are because most of the water is used to steam. And during the steam formation, hard water can deposit at the bottom in the form of the sludge. Now, what are the scale and sludge? If the deposition is hard and stick tightly to the bottom, then it is known as scale. If the deposition is loose and slim and can be easily removed, then it is known as sludge. Now, disadvantages of sludge formation. In boiler, if sludge and scale are formed at the bottom, then efficiency of boiler will decrease. These are the inorganic compound. Sludge and scale are inorganic, so they are bad conductor of the heat. So it also affects the efficiency of the boiler. And if the temperature increases, if water boils at higher temperature, then there are many chances of the explosion of the boiler. So these are the some disadvantages of the scale and the sludge. Now next problem. Caustic embrittlement. It is a type of the corrosion. What is the corrosion? When metal is attacked by the nearby things, it is known as corrosion. So how this corrosion caustic embrittlement takes place? We use sodium carbonate for the softening of water in the boiler. Sodium carbonate at high temperature reacts with water and form the alkali. This alkali that enter into the pores, cracks and vents. As water progressively evaporates and the concentration of alkali increases in the pores. In this way, a galvanic cell is set up in the boiler, and this is responsible for the caustic embrittlement, that is a type of the corrosion. Next, removal of the hardness. This is known as water softening methods. If hardness is removed, it is known as water softening methods. So there are two type of methods water softening. First है internal treatment and second है external treatment. What is the internal treatment? If water is softened inside the boiler, then it is known as internal treatment. First water is fed into the boiler, then it is softened. External treatment, first water is the softened and then it is fed into the boiler. So first method है lime soda process. So what is the basic principle of the lime soda process? Lime is the calcium hydroxide and soda is the sodium carbonate. Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate reacts with the calcium and magnesium salts, calcium and magnesium ion. It produces the Na2CO3 plus either the calcium or the magnesium ions. It produces calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, which are insoluble and deposit at the bottom. In this way, hardness is removed. So see the chemical reaction. Calcium hydroxide is known as lime. Lime reacts with calcium ions, calcium carbonate, which deposited. In the same way, it also react with the calcium hydroxide and form carbonate. If permanent hard, for example, magnesium carbonate, again it react with from the calcium and magnesium carbonate, which are insoluble deposit at the bottom. In this way, hardness can be removed by the and the soda. Next, hard water zeolite process. Zeolite, this is the sodium aluminosilicate. Actually, zeolite, this is the sodium salt of the aluminum oxide silicate. So sodium ion of this sodium the calcium and magnesium. In short, it is known as Z. We can by the Z. This is the zeolite and Na, this is the sodium salt. This is known as zeolite, and also this can be written in the short form. When it is replaced by, it react with the calcium and magnesium, the sodium ion is replaceable. So calcium zeolite or magnesium zeolite is formed. After some time it is exhausted, so it can be replaced by the sodium ion again by the calcium and the magnesium ions. So it is recharged with a solution of the 10% of the sodium chloride, that is known as brine solution. Brine solution is passed through the zeolite column, so it can be replaced by the sodium ion. Calcium and magnesium ion are replaced by sodium. Now, see the diagram. Zeolite hai, this is the column. In this column is fed. Okay, this is the hard material hai, porous in nature hai. Then hard water is fed into the top side of the column. When it passes through the zeolite, calcium and magnesium ion are replaced by the sodium ion. Sodium ion are this zeolite column, and soft water is taken out in the another container. After exhaustion, it is recharged with the help of the solution of the sodium and chloride. Now see the next. This is the another method. This is also known as ion exchange method. This is also known as demineralization method, because in this method acidic and basic ions are replaced. It has two columns. In one column, that is known as cation exchanger, and another column is known as anion exchanger. In cation exchanger, sodium and magnesium ions are replaced, and in anion exchanger, the anionic part, it is chloride है, sulfate है, bicarbonate है, that is replaced by the anion exchanger. So first off, it can be shown in the short way. R is the resin. It resembles resin. Actually, this zeolite, this ion in ion exchange method, it is a organic compound, that is the crossed polymer. It is the porous in nature. So when water passes through these pores, this H ion is replaced by the calcium and magnesium. So this is known as cation exchanger. Then again it is passed in another chamber. In that, anions are replaced by the OH ion. So water contain H ion and OH ion. They combine to each other and form the H2O. In this way, when water column, it is the neutral. Its pH is nearly. That's why it is known as demineralization method. So this method is also known as demineralization method. Yeah, this is the resin. Resin is the organic compound, that is the crossed polymer compound. It contains the active sites. These are the active sites. These active sites can be replaced by the calcium and magnesium. See this sodium. These are the active sites. Calcium and magnesium, they are responsible for the hard water. So they are replaced here, calcium and the magnesium ion. In another way, you can see this is the resin. This resin contains active site. These are the sodium ions. When water comes in contact with this resin, sodium is replaced by the calcium and the magnesium ion. So this is known as cation exchanger. In the same way, anion exchanger. So it is represented by two parts. This column, this is the cation exchanger. This is the, it represents cation and anion. In this way, at last, this soft water is removed from this column. It is also known as demineralization because it is free from the cation and anion, as well as water is also neutral. Its pH is approx 7. These are the some internal method. Internal method, first the water is fed into the boiler, then chemicals are added to remove the calcium and magnesium. Colloidal conditioning. In colloidal conditioning, some substances like the tannin, resin, etc. are added in the boiler. So they form a thin coating over the surface of the boiler. In this way, hard deposition is not formed. Phosphate conditioning. Phosphates, they form the sludge and the scale which are easily removed. They don't stick at the bottom of the boiler. So they are easily removable. Then next, carbonate conditioning. If the calcium and magnesium ions are converted into carbonates, these carbonates are less soluble in water, so they can be easily removed from the boiler. Calgen conditioning, sodium metaphosphate is added and calcium and magnesium metaphosphate is produced, that is less sticky in nature or don't deposit the hard scale at the bottom of the container. That's why they are easily removable. Aluminium, sodium aluminate is added. Sodium aluminate, it convert into aluminum hydroxide, and aluminum hydroxide ultimately the soda will react with magnesium chloride and convert into magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide will deposit at the bottom. So in this way, you can also search on the Google. So what is the hard water? That is because of the hard water which contain calcium and magnesium ion dissolved salts. How hard water is formed? What are the positive aspect of hard water for health, taste, etc.? Actually, some are positive. If there is a deficiency of the calcium and magnesium in the body, that can be recovered by the hard water. But there are lot of negative aspects. That is the soap and scum formation, scale formation, laundry issue. In washing, a lot of soap is wasted. It is also harmful for the health and hair and skin. So you can search in Google also in this way. And we can also use search in YouTube. So students, if you have any doubt in the lime soda process, let us start again. What is the lime soda process? It is the calcium hydroxide and soda is the sodium carbonate. Just see. Lime, calcium hydroxide is known as lime. Okay? Because how it is produced? Calcium oxide is known as quicklime. When water is added in the calcium oxide, it converts into calcium hydroxide. This is known as slaked lime. Simply we say lime. So lime react with the calcium and magnesium ions, then convert into calcium carbonate. For example, this is the calcium hydroxide lime. It combine with carbon dioxide and form the calcium carbonate. This phenomenon you must have seen in the whitewashing. When we apply whitewashing in our houses, mostly we use lime. That is also known as chuna washing. So lime, when we washes our walls with the lime, after a few days, we observe that it gives a shiny appearance. What is the chemistry behind that? This lime react with natural atmospheric carbon dioxide and convert into the calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is shiny white. That's why the wall of our house shines after few days after this lime washing. Now, this lime react with the calcium bicarbonate and convert into calcium carbonate. It deposit at the bottom. Same way, magnesium carbonate again react with the calcium hydroxide, lime and convert into the magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate. These are insoluble in water and they deposit at the bottom. In this way, hardness is removed from the water. Now, magnesium carbonate again with react with the calcium hydroxide and convert into calcium carbonate. Now, what you have observed here, if the hardness is due to the calcium, one molecule of the lime is used. If the hardness is due to the magnesium, then two molecule of the calcium or lime is used in this process. If the hardness is permanent hardness is due to the soluble salt of the magnesium and calcium. Then again it will react with calcium magnesium salt and convert it into the magnesium hydroxide or the calcium carbonate. Calcium sulfate, it will react with the soda. So soda and lime both are used. Lime is used for the temporary hardness and the magnesium salt of the permanent hardness. Soda is used for the magnesium and calcium permanent hardness. So this is the chemistry. Now let us see next zeolite process. Zeolite है, this is the sodium aluminum silicate, sodium aluminum silicon oxide. This is known as sodium alumino silicate. In this compound, there is sodium ion. This ion This is replaceable by the calcium and the magnesium. So in short, we can write this Na2Z. This is also known as permutate. Sodium aluminosilicate is also known as permutate. So we can write in this way also Na2P. This sodium ion is replaceable by the calcium and the magnesium. When it reacts with calcium or magnesium ion, then it will convert CaP. Z is the zeolite, P is for the permutate. That is the same thing. Okay. So in this way, hardness can be removed. But after some time, all the sodium ion are replaced by the calcium or magnesium, then it stop working. So what we do? We have to recharge it. And now how to recharge? We have to replace calcium or magnesium ion again by the sodium. So a solution of the sodium chloride NaCl is poured from the top of the column that is filled with the zeolite. So all the calcium and magnesium are replaced by the sodium. Now next. See the diagram. In this diagram, this is a column. When hard water is allowed to pass through this column, then zeolite capture the sodium and calcium and the magnesium ion replace the sodium. And soft water is removed from here, gravels are added. So what is the function of the gravel? They filter the water. If there is a deposition, this deposition is filtered by the gravels. This is the recharging method. Here injector, this injector that allow this NaCl to pass through the zeolite so it can be recharged. Next, ion exchange method. In this ion exchange method, these are the resin-like substances insoluble in water and the cross-linked long-chain organic polymers. They have the reactive sites. These reactive sites are known as acidic or basic functional groups. Acidic group as well as the basic. This is also known as cation and anion. If acidic groups are there, acidic means H-ion. If acidic group is there, then it is known as cation exchanger. Then basic functional group, that is the OH, that is the anion exchanger. So first of all, water is passed through the cation exchanger. When water is passed through the cation exchanger, all the calcium and magnesium are replaced by the H ions. Okay. Then water is passed through the anion exchanger. In anion exchanger, OH ion is replaced by the chloride ion, sulfate ion, bicarbonate ion, because these are the anions. At last, H and OH, they are released from the water, they combine to each other and form the water molecules. So water is from the cation and the anion. This is the structure of the resin cross polymer, which has active sites. These active sites are also known as functional group. Sodium, this is the active site. This is the cation exchangers. In cation exchangers, these reactive by the cation. In the same way, it is anion exchanger. All these sites are the anions, and they are replaced by the anion present in the water. So in this way, water is free from all the impurities. So this is the combined structure of the cation and the exchanger. This part is known as cation, this part is known as anion. Now you can also search on the Google, for example, so hard water, what is the hard water? Which contain dissolved calcium and magnesium ion, that is not hard water. Now, what are the unit of the hard water? Parts per million, ppm. How this hard water is formed? Now what are the effect of the hard water? It reduces soap efficiency है, scale buildup है, taste and smell है, health है. There are some benefit of the hard water for the health because they recover the deficiency of the calcium and magnesium in the body. But there are negative effects are also. If a person have tendency of the stone formation, this hard water increase the stone formation tendency because it form calcium and magnesium oxalate in the body. Then how to manage the hard water? It can be managed by the water softeners. Okay. So in this way, you can search on the Google. Now we can also search on the YouTube.
Mentioned that you want to learn Python. So do not learn Python manual way in 2025 because learning Python in manual way will take you like 6 months of your time.
So hard water है, causes of hardness है, types of hardness है. There are two type of hardness: temporary hardness, permanent hardness.
Hello and welcome you all in chemistry class. Dear learners, we are going today to start a new topic which is hardness of water. Hardness of water. It is very interesting topic and hardness of water foam formation. Hardness of water or soap consuming capacity. Of hardness continuation. तो जब वाटर के साथ लादर फॉर्मेशन नहीं होता है, लादर और फोम्स we can say.
So children, you know na, this soap है contain an active site that is the sodium ion,
ऐसे water
and this sodium ion is irreplaceable.
ऐसे को हम बोलते हैं हार्ड वाटर. और अगर लादर फॉर्मेशन या फोम फॉर्मेशन हुई होती तो ऐसे वाटर को हम बोलते हैं सॉफ्ट वाटर. और वाटर की सोप कंज्यूमिंग कैपेसिटी को ही हम बोलते हैं हार्डनेस ऑफ वाटर. सो दिस इज नोन एज हार्डनेस ऑफ वाटर. नाउ व्हाई इट टेक्स प्लेस मींस कॉज ऑफ हार्डनेस.
What are the causes of hardness? Presence of calcium and magnesium ions.
मेटल के सॉल्ट, मेटल जैसे कि कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, आयरन. तो जब कभी भी हमारे पानी में कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम या अदर हैवी मेटल्स के सॉल्ट्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं तो ऐसा वाटर सोप के साथ
So in this way कैन ऑल्सो सर्च ऑन द यूट्यूब.
जिसकी ज्यादा फॉर्मेशन नहीं होती है. तो क्या होता है जब कभी भी हमारे पानी